I was down close to $250,000 in the stock market and also the casino. It's reckless gambling.
我要帮助的是第一个是食物，
食物
对，然后第二就是工作。谢谢你们，
可以吗？所以你要努力，然后要。
My name is Mave Mason and I am known as the professional baccarat player and the Singapore Robin Hood. One day I woke up and I had this idea. What happens if I use my gambling skills, going to the casino, I win from them, and then I go to someone who is in need, and then I feature them. It's a good story to tell, but at the same time I can help families as well. Some media outlets, they first picked me up because they saw that was like stealing from the rich and then giving to the poor. That's why they call me Robin Hood. I started gambling by the age of 18 years old. My mum was looking at one stock, it's a Malaysian stock. So I said, you buy for me, mum? So she bought one lot for me. And that was the very first time I realized that money can exchange for more money. If the stock market can be analyzed, why not the casino? So I started out there, and at that age, I go to the casino almost every day. And then that's how I got myself really deep into professional gambling. So it came a point in my life pretty much involved with a group of people. I wasn't part of their gang. I was being roped in to become like an investor. That was when I started to have my biggest loss. And it was bad until I even had to go to the casino to try to earn back that sum of money. That time when I tried to fight back, I was down close to $250,000. It's reckless gambling. Due to this, I have to have a lot of enemies and friends, and you see who are really the closest to you, those that will help you and all. And I decided to pack my bags and leave Singapore 5 to 6 years precisely because of this. So I just wrote a letter to my parents and left to tell them to take care of themselves. The final thing is to say that I need some time away. I don't know whether if I'm coming back, and I cut off all communications. The worst part of my China time, I had to stand beside this rural hostel, and I would have to cook like bihun and kway teow for them to earn. I earn about $2 per plate of bihun, and then there are rats running around me like 2 meters away. I thought that that would be the end of me. Then I sent my mom an email because my mom is close to me. And then in the email I told her, hey, just want to let you know that your son is still here. You still want to know your son or whatever. Just telling you I'm here. And the reply is yes. She wants to reconnect.
When did you decide to come back home and why?
Main reason is because my mom suffered a stroke. After when the news came, I knew that I had to pack my bags, and I literally packed my bag, and then on that night itself, I flew back to Singapore. And when I came back to Singapore, I thought I could restart everything. Unfortunately, COVID hit. So it was really bad. So I went to become a Grab driver. I earned about 10 hours. I only had $75. I remember when I was driving this guy back, he said, could you just wait for me for a while? I'm like, I just earned so little money from you, asked me to wait for you while he go toilet, And he came back with Pokka green tea. And then he gave me that, he said, this is $1 for you, your tip. I almost teared, That was imagine last time, my bets are probably your yearly salary, one hand. And now this guy gave me $1 and Pokka green tea and can move me to tears. It was a really difficult time. So prior to Mave Mason, I was volunteering on this online site called 7 Cups. So it's basically people going through a lot of difficulties, and you're just there to listen. And so when Mave Mason came to the story, money was involved. So I thought money can help, but I was dead wrong. So how I filter, it's firstly, what is your problem? If the sum of money that I give you cannot solve your problem in its entirety, then there's no point for me to step in, because it's just causing the problem to just prolong. Then next thing is I have to look at your all these documentation proof. For example, if you say you need lawyer money because you are fighting a divorce case, show me the papers. And finally, I have to see you face to face. And this time around, the third thing is my gut feel to see whether if you are trying to scam me or not. Some people came to me saying that the daughter needs help for some medication, heart medication. And I had to spend hours speaking to them on the phone. And then suddenly that person say, I need more money because I got COVID right now. My phone is not with me, it's with the nurse. Then I converse with the nurse. Then after that, when the nurse talked to me, right, like the way she types is the same way as how that guy types. Then scam. But maybe if I could just say, right, that I've learned to stop worrying, because people must go through pain before they can learn. It's like the butterfly struggling in the cocoon, right? And then if you struggle, then there'll be ointment, and then the wings will become strong enough, and then he can break through the cocoon and he will fly. But if you try to stop that process prematurely, you take a penknife, you cut open the cocoon, the butterfly will fall to the ground. So when they come to me with all these stories, yes, at first I will really worry. But in life, it's survival of the fittest. If you cannot get out of your pain and your struggles, then that's the end for you. That's normal, right? So is there a level of hypocrisy? I don't think so. Like Jackie Chan, he's a stuntman. And if you ask Jackie Chan today, should I go and try to become a stuntman also? And Jackie will probably tell you, don't do it, right? Because you will fall down, your bones will break, there will be bruises everywhere. And in certain very bad circumstances, you may die. So as a result, he will tell you don't do it. But is he a hypocrite? Because he's still a stuntman, and then he's telling you not to do it. You can go into a casino with three different mindsets. One is, of course, if you have not started gambling, please don't start. And the second thing is, if you win money, right, just give a little bit to society, pay it forward. And let's say you're doing it already. That means you're going to the casino, trying to do it professionally, then do it wisely. Don't do it recklessly. I wish for general society at large to know me as not just a gambler, because I think it's going to harm society more than it's going to help. I also think that it's also going to be a negative branding for Mave Mason, again, to be known as the gambler. Life goes on as per normal, and then just be the normal father lah. Yeah.